Today's talk is about how to bring your best game from the range to the golf course. Golf Digest did a survey and they said the number one problem that people have, the number one issue that they want to resolve is how to bring their best game from the range to the golf course. Because as we know, we always play better on the range, we get to the golf course and we usually play worse. That's what most people do, and I know most of your students do that. So I want to explain to you how to help your students take their best game from the range to the golf course. And it's called situational similarity. The greater you can create a situation on the range or practice facility that mimics the pressure situation of the golf course, the greater your game will transfer from the range to the golf course. So the secret is to create pressure-packed situations on the range. So for instance, have your students, when they're sitting there on the range hitting their driver, just don't hit their driver all over the place because the range is wide open. Create a fairway for them that is super tight and then tell them, let's see how many drivers you can hit in this fairway out of 10. That's going to put a lot of pressure on them. And ultimately, they're practicing under pressure. And when you practice under pressure, your game is going to transfer to the golf course much better. Here's another one for putting. Put 20 balls around a hole 3 feet away. Have your students putt the ball one after another, but tell them they have to make all 20 putts. If they miss one, they have to start all over. What's going to happen is, as they get closer to that 20th putt, they're going to feel more and more and more pressure. Well, that's what happens on the golf course. We feel pressure for those 3-footers, but when you practice with pressure, you're going to be able to take your putting stroke from the putting green to the golf course. So remember, the best way to take your best game from the practice area to the golf course is to create situational similarity. Create pressure-packed situations in practice, and your student's game will transfer to the golf course.